Wagwan everybody on YouTube, Kobe here, back with another weekly reset. This week we'll be having the big Prime Resurgence event, which is super awesome if you're missing some primes, so go ahead and get onto that. Here's the date and what frames will be released in those weeks. It'll be like 2 frames per week, so keep a lookout. Also, we're going to be getting a free NYX if you tune into the Game Awards live stream over on Twitch, so go ahead and do that. And now to get into the normal stuff, we have the Nightwave. With the normal 3 permanent weeklies, we have kill 500 enemies, complete 15 missions, and also to kill 30 Eximus. And for the weekly elites, we currently have free 1 captured Solaris using a Granum Crown. So just go ahead and do any Corpus airship mission or spaceship mission, and you'll find them in like little tunnels or underducts, right? And to also complete 3 sorties, unlock 3 relics, very easy, very chill. And also to polarize a weapon or companion or warframe, which essentially just means put a form on it, and to complete a game of Komi, and also to kill 15 enemies while aim gliding. Those are the 2 dailies. And for the credit offerings, you can get yourself some Orkan reactors, catalysts, Nightingale extract, and Kuva. Also, you could get yourself a bunch of helmets. And for the aura mods, I'd say go ahead and get yourself Steel Charge and Sprint Boost out of all these 4. Those 2 are definitely the most effective ones. And for weapons, we have both the Heat Sword and the Heat Dagger, so go ahead and get those if you need it for MR fodder. And for the Conclave mods, we have for the Tetra, for the Supra, and we have for the Grakadas and also Ember. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Nightwave. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on for the Archon hunt. So for this week, we have Boreal, which is the blue Archon, or the one that brings the Azure shards. We have an Extermination, an Interception, and then the Showdown. So it's a pretty chill week, very, smooth sailing. And for the Viri circuit, we currently have Ivara, Inaros, and Titania in. So when it comes down to these frames, Titania and Inaros are both very annoying to farm when it comes down to getting them from their quests, because they are quest frames, but their quests are somewhat annoying. For Titania, you have to scan plants. For Inaros, you gotta go ahead and kill specific enemies. And for Ivara, she drops from completing spy missions. So whenever you hack a console, you have a chance of getting her or parts. So I'd say Ivara is probably the best one here to get. Well, Titania is the best frame out of all 3 of these, but the easiest one to get would be Ivara, I guess. It really is up to whatever you prefer, if I'm being honest. And for the Steel Path one, we have the Bratton, the Leto, the Skana, the Paris, and the Kunai Incarnon Genesis. Out of all of these, I'd say go ahead and get yourself the Paris and the Skana. This is probably the weakest week when it comes down to Incarnons, but the Paris is very slept on. Very, very underrated weapon. It's one of my favorite Incarnons. For everything else, they're Incarnon weapons, so they're good, but they're pretty mid amongst all the other Incarnons. And if you got everything already, scroll on over, get yourself some Kuva or some ribbons. And yeah, so now let's go ahead and check out what Akrithis has.
Hello, Drifter.
So for Akrithis' shop, we have a bunch of ribbons and a Xless Warframe adapter. So if you need yourself some melee ribbons, pistol ribbons, or shotgun ribbons, well, ribbon, singular, go ahead and get yourself them here, and get yourself an Xless adapter if you need it. And yeah, so that's it for Akrithis. It's very chill. Now let's go ahead and check out Teshin for the Steel Path honors. So this week we have a Tsar ribbon, which is, it's whatever. If you need it, get it. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, so now let's go ahead and check out what we got here in the Sanctum Anatomica. Please keep in mind, if you already gotten to rank 5 with the Kavia Syndicate, go ahead and visit Bird 3, get yourself a Archon shard for 30k credits, or 30 cray standing. I'm stumbling over my words. And yeah, so now let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have in store for us when it comes on to the Elite Deep Archimedea.
Word to the wise, Tenno.
So for this week's Elite Deep Archimedea, we currently have Survival, Alchemy, and Assassination. So for the modifiers, we have the life support towers now. You have to kill Necromex every 90 seconds to get yourself some life support modules. We also have the enemies will slowly be regenerate health. That also includes for the Necromex as well. And enemies burst void energy. And for the alchemy, we have the amphors do the associated elemental damage, and the enemies will be doing 15% less damage taking, 15% more damage, and also having 15% more attack speed and fire rate. And also, when it comes on to the assassination, we have the fragmented tide never stops. The arachnids essentially pull you in whenever they do their charge up attack, and also the vampiric liminists, which are the little soul guys that essentially drain you of your energy and your health. So yeah, so it's a pretty chill week when it comes on to the overall missions. I'm loving to see that they keep bringing back this assassination. It's pretty fun. Now taking a look at the personal modifiers, we have Knife Set Syndrome. Essentially you lose 2 health whenever you're moving. Jumping pauses the effects. We have Powerless. All abilities are disabled until the squad gets 50 kills. We have Ammo Deficit, which essentially means that you now pick up less ammo whenever you're picking up ammo pickups. That's a lot of pickups and ammo. But yeah. And we also have Secondary Wounds, which essentially means every time you take damage, you also get an accompanying Puncture proc or Puncture status effect, which essentially just means you do a little bit less damage for the time being where you're proc with Puncture, right? So yeah, so it's a pretty chill week when it comes on to the missions and all that stuff. So hope you guys have fun, hope you guys have a good time and all that jazz. So yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. My name's Kobe. Have a wonderful week.